New Jersey Transit was established in 1979 to oversee bus and rail operations in the state of New Jersey. This was formerly by the New Jersey Department of Transportation. Shortly after its takeover of bus operations, New Jersey Transit acquired and combined several various bus lines in the state, most notable of whom was Transport of New Jersey, which got its name in 1971. Its predecessor, Public Service Coordinated Transport, was for many years the transit arm of New Jersey's largest gas and electric utility. New Jersey Transit is recognized as one of the largest transportation conglomerates in the nation. The heritage of NJT showed past ownerships of various New Jersey bus operations. The previously mentioned Public Service has roots dating back to the 1930s, with its fleet consisting of various yellow coach, prior to its takeover by General Motors, transit buses for local and suburban commuter routes. Yellow's successor, General Motors, continued to supply buses for Public Service and other bus operations, ranging from the old-look transit and suburban coaches to early parlor coaches of a long-distance service. Old-look transits varied in length from 35 to 40 feet and had the common rear exit doors, while suburbans featured high back seats and had 4-speed manual transmissions, while the transits had 2-speed hydramatics. The successor to the old-look buses were known by General Motors as the New Look, or Fishbowl as it's called, in reference to their unique windshield styling. These buses were introduced by GM in 1959, and the first of whom were delivered to New Jersey in 1960. Public Service and other New Jersey bus companies ordered New Looks en masse, much of said order for the suburban single-door with 4-speed manual and air conditioning. While Public Service ordered many Suburbans, it also ordered as many Transit New Looks. Some Transits were single-door models with 4-speed manual, while others were rear-door versions with hydromatic transmissions. These buses were considered hands down the most reliable vehicles on the road and were easily serviceable. Along with the New Look Fishbowls, Public Service also had GM Parlor, or deck-and-a-half coaches, called the PD 4900. Which were used mostly for Jersey Shore runs, as well as single-deck 4104 parlor coaches, also used for long-distance routes. Public Service and its successor, TNJ, competed with many other New Jersey-based commuter bus lines which also provided daily service to New York City's Port Authority bus terminal. Some of the companies were Intercity Bus Lines, Orange and Black Lines, Somerset Bus Company, Red and Tan Bus Lines, Asbury Park New York Transit, Suburban Transit, and Short Line Stages, which to this day still provides bus service to the Catskills and other parts of upstate New York. In 1976, TNJ and its competitors received a large fleet of flexible suburban coaches, complements of the New Jersey Department of Transportation. These new Suburbans were the first of such with automatic transmissions. In addition, a small number of flexible transits were received for shorter distance routes. These transits featured rear doors and low back seats. Purchased by the DOT, these buses were assigned a 7000 series nomenclature. That is, all of their coach numbers began with 7000, continuing through 7900. These newcomers replaced the old-look transit and suburban buses which had been in service for as long as 30 years. The Flexies, as they were called, were in service along with the GM New Look and Parlor coaches. After the 1979 establishment of New Jersey Transit, many competing bus companies were taken over by the new corporation. Maplewood Equipment, which had acquired Intercity, Orange and Black, and Warwick Stages out of Orange County, New York, was acquired by NJT, as was the mentioned TNJ. After the takeover, many of the New Look Fishbowl, Parlor coaches, and DOT Flexies were repainted in the tricolor NJT paint scheme. Moreover, NJT began acquiring many second-hand MCI coaches, painting those in the same paint scheme for commuter and long-distance routes. New Jersey Transit began to receive brand new buses in 1982, when the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey purchased some 700 MC9 coaches, leasing said coaches to New Jersey Transit and other bus companies. Called Jersey Cruisers, these buses had a front modified cap with digital route number and destination sign installed. The 6000 series cruisers, so named as they were assigned coach numbers beginning with 6000, began to replace many older GM Fishbowl and Parlor coaches dating from Public Service days. These new coaches also had a PA designation before the number, as they were owned by the Port Authority, with NJT as a leasing customer. 5 years later, some 400 more MC9s were brought into service, replacing many remaining parlor, new look, and second-hand NCI coaches. These newer Jersey cruisers had larger destination signage and were assigned a 5000 series number. In 1989, NJT ordered 118 cruisers from Eagle Coach. These assigned 5500 series numbers and some 400 flexible Metro Suburban buses, 3000 to 3500 series numbers. These newest acquisitions meant the retirement of the 7000 series DOT flexible suburban and transit buses from 1976, as well as all remaining GM manual transmission coaches still in service. The new Flexis were utilized for short interstate as well as intrastate only in New Jersey routes, while the Eagles, some of whom assigned to New Brunswick-based suburban transit, were used for New York to Central and South Jersey bus routes. As mentioned, New Jersey Transit had acquired and or taken over numerous bus routes statewide. But what about those other carriers serving New Jersey and New York? Somerset Bus Company ceased operations in 1982, their maroon and gold livery becoming a thing of the past. Somerset's routes were taken over by New Jersey Transit. Red and Tan bus lines, Suburban Transit, Community Coach, and Short Line Bus have all been acquired by Coach USA. DeCamp Bus Lines is still operational and remains a family-owned bus company, as does Dover, New Jersey-based Lakeland Bus Lines. And Bethlehem, Pennsylvania-based Transbridge Lines, formerly West Hunterdon Transit, which serves Western Jersey and Pennsylvania's Lehigh Valley from New York's Port Authority Bus Terminal. And let's not forget Academy Bus Lines, serving the Jersey Shore and other parts of the Garden State. New Jersey Transit and other carriers continue to update their fleet to keep up with ridership demands. Sadly, gone are the days of the multicolored buses rolling in and out of New York's Port Authority Bus Terminal. In their place are New Jersey Transit, Coach USA, DeCamp, Lakeland, and Academy. Each has their respective history. Thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed.